almost so many genial, you know, Chelsea fans, I mean, what you mean, we host of the show, and how flexible you are, you know.
Me flexible. Too rigid. Okay, some family team who no cram in Penong. This is not a better dam on a pen. Me flexible, no, I can't is that too rigid when it comes to Manchester United news.
And you're very, very rigid.
I don't want to be flexible.
We are flexible, but Manchester United here, and you're flexible. But obviously, they like what you do. So,
I love them.
I think it's a Twitter account on the ancient you have to judge, then you have to start being active on Twitter. Bakura mi hunde numbers kan wana account bia net 2025 wa we email numbers kan obo Manfred Kwachi 97@342.com and no the compare juma yen fi Mr. Radio e asrese ba be catch you wa email account bia as a professional na email account no 343 kwadwasanti@34gmail.com yen fi and you're professional. It's your Twitter account, no, and a point be what you must say.
So you say is I was saying revamping him.
Our Twitter was 0 there, Richard
0241.
Richard, the interview.
Oh, young
girl. Richard 0241.
Which you know.
Now comes me.
But
that's not too far. Obi who now can say Richard account because what you need. Because the child of big man account 0241. And the guard will not mess in your account.
Numbers of me.
It is that Omo will be savage Twitter account. By close of day we'll get it.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah. This was because of my setting up TikTok so amount.
I see. Oh, and there's all that.
Said no personal TikTok no. Almost answer Richard fan page TikTok now.
I see.
Oh, they are boy, man.
Okay.
Indeed. We pick a camera one.
Boys, no. Oh, my home.
My home.
I show me in a camera. Say, Eddie has season be room.
Yeah.
When you're better, I'm the home. Especially the animal game.
I mean, it's to see how much you feel hanging on. I mean, trust me, about you.
I know I'm in big chance. I'm born who be
more brand. I'm fine.
Yeah, can't you?
I'm fine.
Eddie, I'll be Babito.
Oh, the video be told that.
I would to say Kim. But no, so we need me. I'm going to say, I'm a mew.
Go.
Sure.
But you see, Madrid have done a lot of business. But I think that Oshe La Liga CC players are clubs na tona. It is clear. Say football club Barcelona no one share top players, baby. But even for Madrid themselves, most of the business normal, doesn't really solve all the problems. First off, the problem of the tempo controller which still hasn't been solved because there isn't a natural tempo controller, whichever way you see Orencho Mini, and yet a natural trait of his. Something I think that with Danny Ceballos, any Orencho Mini said Danny A stay fitter, at least for this summer. If there isn't anybody available on the market, they can manage it through the season. Orange, okay, last season. Almost every match be na Real Madrid be biara. Na center back from and yet just some part of the season, from the beginning of the season to the end.
I said Rudiger stay fit kaka.
Yes.
Omoma Kadiem Militao. Even at the point where I sense you know.
Ebeka sense you ni Frank Garcia amuna na ebo center back player no Madrid e chire wono.
Buana Chomani akobo.
Chomani have a big chire wono kaka. So really Madrid have a big problem in their center back. Now can Rudiger sem. Rudiger last season ebo with Frank Garcia 12 times. Ebo with Orencho Meni also more than 10 times. In fact, Rudiger and Konya 3 center back partnership on your more 10 times and more. Which that is not stability we're on. Even when Ronald Araujo was injured for Barcelona, constantly, Udana so you be Barca starting centre back you will find it.
Sure.
You will get Kubasi and Inigo Martinez. It is when Hansi Flick wants to change something and then brings in Araujo or time I better for the Christians ever back from injury, then he could manage and rotate from there. So it was very important. You see, this has become important because in the last few days, this set of news, especially from the Madrid outlet, and Manchester may taking it with a pinch of salt, Kaka. Rich, Madrid, in solving their problem this season, have gone to Bournemouth and they brought in one of the best young Spanish centre backs in the United from Bournemouth. Very good ball playing, aggressive centre back. Now, maybe for Dean, you do it. Sabone than an hour. Yes, I'm born as a defender and win duels for you. Then he will do that job for you. But it looks as if we share the injury record of David Alaba. We share the injury record, especially in the last few years of Eder Militao. And then you look closely at Antonio Rudiger age, any injury situation now. Then the age of Fran Garcia, Raul Asensio, it looks as if Madrid has to find an experienced, imposing centre back who fits the Madrid profile. And as a Madrid for could PM of France, they want two of France's best centre backs, one of Arsenal and one of Liverpool. Every Liverpool fan will tell you that they are strengthening in their team because at the end of the day, they want to be able to compete and compete well. One of the best centre backs in English Premier League in the last few years. In fact, these two are two of the best centre backs. If you list top 10, top 5 centre backs in the Prem, their names probably will come there. William Saliba, you say Arsenal, English Premier League, only centre backs on there as a sweeper. In fact, even as a sweeper in the Premier League, he is the best. And again, sweeper Nejumane say, once the aggressor steps up to come and engage, or do really game, very intelligent, and then they step up to come and mop up for the aggressor, so he mistakes on. So as an aggressor, he's the best. Now, William Saliba is similar to Dean Henderson in terms of being an aggressor. Uko Liverpool team, Virgil van Dijk is the sweeper, whilst Ibu Konate is the aggressor. And most of the times, you football home, come on, TV room near the idea. The things that the boys will say is that Van Dijk, the ball about no connect because he's a sweeper. So if you engage, say a concern, will engage. So if mistake, then Virgil will step in and then mop up. The conditions as per the deal, it looks as if Ibu Konate is very, very likely to join Madrid, profile-wise. And then also the nature of the contract situation, Liverpool. But which will Liverpool allow Ibu go? Who said the contract? Aka almost 2 years. And Liverpool have been trying to extend the contract for him for some time now. Abraham Salah contract extension, Trent contract extension. But about the contract extension, there was Ibu Konate right in there. Which Liverpool for now Bonato today. He has extended the contract. There have been a lot of interviews over beside Ibu Konate say, oh, will you extend the contract or so it's in the pipeline on the team they discuss it and then they'll find a resolution to that. Still the contract hasn't been extended from Ibu Konate. The report from a lot of Madrid outlets is that say Omushana Sensha next year they will go to Liverpool in January and then they will give them a low fee for Abrantia Feni Ibrahim Konate. So Mbambe joining team a friend of Real Madrid. I doubt that Liverpool will take the money. But then the high-end option is that they will speak to the boy to run down his contract and they will get him for free.
Real Madrid.
Indeed, they are probably going to manage Militao returning back Antonio Rudiger and Alaba Mono for this summer. And then hope that next season, either of Saliba or Ibu Konate or one of them, Richard Madrid and Ibu Konate is going to be perfect.
Solid inclusion.
Perfect centre back, especially mentioned in the sense of Ibu Konate ni Dean Henderson ni na Ibu enye aggressor no na Dean Henderson more up on the chimano. It is really going to be interesting, and I think that he fits everything that Real Madrid wants to do. We'll see if Liverpool for Johnny. I will be surprised if Madrid gets Ibu Konate easily, and I'll also be surprised if Madrid gets William Saliba easily. Because although these boys would love to play for Madrid, William Saliba the long-term contract.
Summer we did.
Oh, this summer very very difficult. In fact, I don't think it will happen this summer.
At this point, I'll say Arsenal and Saliba.
But next summer, especially for Madrid Konate from January, once the pre-contract conversations will begin to come, and then Madrid will find ways to get it.
Okay.
I usually get my Barcelona update from the official Mundo app, any Radio Catalonia most times. Now, you know what I'm saying? I have not spoken about Barca in a while. Timami can compare some detailed information about Barcelona. When I went in there, Rich, na Presidente, Juan Laporta interview. There were a lot of things that Juan Laporta spoke about in the interview. Messi's return, Nico Williams, the negotiations with Nico, Mano spoke about Nico agents, and then Luis Diaz. My main kind what he said about Nico, and no enemy focus. For me, these are ships that have sailed, so I'm not interested in them so much. And me sure Barca fans will be interested in what I was interested in. Which in about Nico Williams, also there were negotiations with Nico. But we couldn't reach a deal for the installment, variables, and agent commissions. Deco gave them 48 hours to accept our terms, and they didn't. So we moved on, according to Juan Laporta or Nico Williams. He comes on again and says that Nico's agents came and offered themselves to us. We preferred other players, but Deco convinced me to hear them out. And of course, it collaborates the story of how now El Presidente we're moving on from Nico until Felix Stein to Elko Deco to convince them that Nico would want to come in. But this is the most important thing. You see, I don't know why Juan Laporta in this interview shot himself in the foot. Also, the negotiations with Nico, we couldn't reach a deal for installments. There was no need for installments. It was a release clause. You don't do installments in such a deal. So there was no way you talk about installments. Right? Variables.
So let's move on.
Variables and then agent commissions. Also, I've seen a story. A lot of the people in Barcelona are saying, Felix Stein and deal, of course, they didn't get him. Rich, this is my focus. You see, me a big supporter of Juan Laporta and Deco, but not just them. Anytime you get a chance and say, broaden scoop about football and how it connects with different disciplines are. One of the very interesting disciplines that I usually go to and read about is the connection of football and finance. Because I'm a finance person. And actually, I'm somebody who loves numbers, even in itself. But then, football is in such a way that you need finance. Or finances has to be right. It has to be spot on for you to be able to succeed when you're talking about football. And I like it when President Laporta spoke about Barca's financial situation and how people perceive him, how he does not care. Rich, I will always go back and give a lot of applause to Matthew Alaimani, what he cried for more, and how they manage Barca's financial engineering plans to be able to get those important players. I think that's the next step Barca are on with Almost Stadium, the Spotify Camp Nou, and how much they want to accelerate Spotify Camp Nou coming into life. Rich, okay, we're interviewing him. They want to make sure, say, at the end of the day, they'll be able to play at the Spotify Camp Nou again in that Valencia game. And Ubisa will say, I didn't think that Barcelona for the catch Alexander Chefren say, on the matches of Champions League, they want to play first away before they come home. The main reason is that they want to get the money that they will get when they play at home. They don't want to lose that money to go in away to the Munjika. And okay, also it's almost in a full capacity at the Munjika. Now only to toss almost in a half capacity at the Spotify Camp Nou. They make more money at the Spotify Camp Nou. It's the holy grail. From Barca getting financial freedom going forward, it's for them to be able to play at the Spotify Camp Nou. And yet, very, very important for them next summer if be able to play at the Spotify Camp Nou. And Barca, started so about Spotify Camp Nou, you should know they are getting to the level where they can compete again financially and get a job done. When Marc-Andre Ter Stegen back Unse Mbekache say Barca for one person or surgery, you know. Or your back surgery. Now the plan is that according to the experts who are the doctors now, he will settle for about 4 to 5 months. Alternatively 4 to 5 months, and by that time we need a January. Into about January, the plan of the club is that they will let him go on loan. From now to that time, they will take his figures off the books. And we say in Spain, they have windows of registration and re-registration. The January one will open. If he opens, the plan is to take him on loan to another club. Send a bayer, he will play there, get match fitness, and then go and play in the World Cup. Rich Enra. Mark-André Ter Stegen, sorry, buyer. On one kasa ba betro LX. Say on no kwakoye surgery no. Na surgery no ono ye consultation with doctors any on one call for no. Ebe take no be 3 months be pay, and he is going to be fine and he will come back. According to Barcelona and their people, it will take him 4 to 5 months. Who's at 3 months there? We are in January. So August, September, October, he's supposed to come back. Then he has 2 months before January. And Barca for a lot of them are not happy. Say, and you man. Allow the doctors to do their job and the club's official mouthpiece. But of course, Mark-André Ter Stegen felt that he was giving information also to the Barca fans that follow. Mr. Mamimo update Kakrebi on Xavi Simons. Gabi was saying it. There are 3 intermediaries currently in the southwest of Germany. Baby, Leipzig for no air or pre-season. Now, Rich, apart from Ali Barat and Xavi Simons in your penny, there is also a representative from Chelsea with the team. Because baby, I deal now go through. Chelsea foreign have realized that there are 2 things. One of the best clubs world around in terms of the model of running of clubs no air Leipzig. It's almost said yes, Casa. So it's not a club who is in a hurry to come and take your money that you want from them. Leipzig foreign eto Abranche friend Xavi Simons 50 million from Paris Saint-Germain. So obviously, after playing this time, you've done some amortization, but ain't enough to recoup all the 50 million. So they would want the base amount of money and some profit. Leipzig foreign have made it clear to Build and Kicker and almost all of the German outlets that the base fee of 60 million, no, Chelsea and Tia don't let Xavi Simons move. Because of agent fees, commissions, and it's money, they know that Omo Musicano is very important and they have to take it. Which Bayern Forum have employed on Leipzig to take their time. Because they want to come and have conversations. They want to review and see say Abrante and Obetimeniano and they have a share by a team. Because Bayern Forum need the profile of Xavi Simons also. Thomas Muller need team. Jamal Musiala in the short term is away. They've lost Leroy Sané. Abrantia, your friend, what's his name? This young French winger or team friend Torian Mospe also is out of the club. So this is a team that needs attackers. Luis Diaz and Komane Konkohonom. We are hearing that over the weekend, Bayern Fono will take another offer to Liverpool and then try to get Luis Diaz into their team. But if they can get Xavi Simons also, they will do that. Chelsea Fono want to finalize the deal as quickly as possible. So they sent 3 intermediaries to the southwest of Germany. Ometimiako finalizing the deal for Abrantia friend Xavi Simons. And now he posted on Instagram or some tattoo be on a car for them. I actually say everything that you are going through, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. He's going to be important when it comes to Abrantia, your friend Xavi Simons. It's the same for João Hato. And now Chelsea found the offer coin. Rich, I asked Amsterdam for a return Chelsea offer and I said offer in John first can be count. This morning from Netherlands, the report is that it is growing slowly. Say Chelsea phone will be able to do a deal for Abrantia friend João Hato. Somewhere in the region of 45 million, João Hato will come home. I have sat down and done some analysis about how even João Hato and Marco Correa can play together in the Chelsea team when next season starts. I mean, the analysis, bro, later when we have some more time. Else I give him. Rich, where is Alexander Isak going?
Liverpool.
Yeah. Financially feasible.
I think because now it's clear. Say Luis Diaz and Yomi Jana Mabayan.
Jomo told Luis Diaz.
I'm told Luis Diaz around there 70-75.
Then
and Matisse says Isaac ne unko for no bobo 150 and there. Say they are born a baby from Kaka.
Which Wakako Fire Kitty feeling seminar or pay you are
No,
with
sir,
that.
sir, and Untina. Yes, Newcastle for no so say okay. Sir Kobani say Isaac Chinchina also about Liverpool now. Then also about for Benjamin Sesko.
No, I'm not even talking about who comes in, but as in the price. Wakako Fire Ekitiki. What did you finish them?
Yeah.
Now, Oba, no player, no, I was on to 150, 120. But originally, you wanted 120, they didn't want to pay 120.
Boy, any person of Liverpool.
But you still have to pay the valuation.
But say when you release a Nibia, cross Nibia.
No,
so let's bargain.
No, and you release cross, but then that's some evaluation.
Fine.
Yes.
But some also just want to so.
No, what thing I make?
My 2 point
yeah, waiting to so, but
so I prefer a kitty, a penna. Then we try the enemy.
Into whatever the case, no. And so we meeting me evaluation. Say the job now is how you convince me. Say 120 a meme evaluation. It's a meme evaluation 150.
I know the meme. I'm the man doing kase.
Yeah.
Many so such in China Newcastle for the Beijing 150.
Okay, one bit me.
But if you imagine our Liverpool team, Liverpool team that was say no man saying Alexander Isak. Look, one thing they say me have fallen in love with Liverpool project now. Ocean penny for now, my mom intentions are clear. It's almost beginning to say big teams how they behave.
Oh, which you see,
they want to win title. Be a ball,
you see, Rich, football, football has a very funny thing about it. Say football rewards only at their FA any winnings. But Rich, so you Liverpool here, I want to tell you something. Make sure you remember. And they be meaning Liverpool for the didn't come on. In 2010, Rich, Liverpool were on the verge of financial breakdown as a club. They were on the verge. And can you bet me relegation club because of Sadio? Rich, Sadio and Kofu who say Liverpool are buying, they are doing things right. It is as a result of 15 years of being financially prudent. Abraham teams can go and spend 200 million in January, 300 million in February. Liverpool decided to be very stringent, very prudent in 15 years from 2010.
This guy,
exactly. The revenues have been growing. They have won. Some of the best deals, front set deals, winning Champions League, winning league, some world best players, Mohamed Salah, Mutimu, and they have been successful. But they have always been very shrewd in their spending. And now they've gotten to the point where, okay, spending here about spending, and see how strategic. I think that everything Liverpool are doing in their spending is revolved around Mohamed Salah. I didn't see that because he is the pivot of the Liverpool team. Go to your Premier League app today and pick up who scored the most goals and the most contributions, even together in Liverpool team, even inclusive chances created. Liverpool created the highest chances, big chances last season with Premier League. Chelsea in the day second. A quarter of Liverpool's chances hinged on Mohamed Salah. Now look at how Liverpool struggled in getting Mohamed Salah to stay put and stay on there. I mean, from the fan point of view, they are going into the season where they know that there can be a point where Mohamed Salah can dip in form. Mohamed Salah beat Yepra. This is the team that, because of Mohamed Salah goals, chance creation, any goal contributions, Darwin Nunez and one share goals with Ricardo. Nobody cares. Luis Diaz and one share goals with Ricardo. Nobody cares. Dominico Szoboszlai did not have a good season last season. Nobody cares. Why? Because there was a maverick in the team. Now Liverpool have understood, say, they need to make preparations sustainable enough to deal with the possibility of Mohamed Salah dipping in form. And Utina, some of the best creator in France yet to come and help them create more. And Utina, who is similar to Alexander Isak and has proven that he can give you goals, who is also very versatile. Then, so Alexander Isak can it's the cherry on top of the cake. Say, okay, see the rest is in Nimukra. That's a Mohamed Salah they pay for 1 man's cry. We have 3 players who are proving on that level to give us the goals and assists and chance creation. It's Rich, like you're saying, they are building a very, very formidable team. But Rich, haven't Manchester City don't they have a formidable team? They do.
They do, yeah.
Arsenal 14 no matches. Is it not formidable?
They
do. Even teams like Chelsea can believe that their team is formidable. It is their 4 teams that are formidable in the league. 4 teams and they're formidable league. Top 4 one qualify for top 4. Only formidable.
Yeah, the encounter.
Senior, yeah, serious teams are Man United and serious team. Adam means that they are changing the Man United. Manchester United team. You put team that didn't come as Manchester United.
Boy, we're funny.
Manchester United is serious team. Now we serious team. Walk up. Aston Villa no pay.
I didn't serious.
Let me check match. Walk up Villa no pay. Say open the goalkeeper on loan. The goalkeeper now play on loan. Almost our goalkeeper, no goalkeeper now play more last season. Or committed 4 errors leading to shots. Or no goalkeeper now go pending about. Or committed 6 errors leading to shots. Are you a serious team? Are you a serious team? Serious.
Sometimes people are saying, "Oh, test what test."
Any testing what test?
You call you almost on Mumpelu me. You go almost on Mumpelu.
You have to full time.
You go back.
Not to know.
You prepare when you are caught.
Not on the permanent. Goalkeeper now won't see Andre Onana Nadia because he committed 4 errors leading to goal.
Test what test ne
keke. If
you call you no moji ankia fa no.
See you serious team.
Yes, serious.
You in number 6. What are you going to do in a goalkeeper?
Na all mu goalkeeper know them no.
Or a better shot stopper than you. He's a better shot stopper than Onana.
You no credit.
What I'm saying?
Da.
Wait, you see?
Onana.
Onana. On why?
Onana no. It's because Manchester United has a team.
Wait, and you because
and never going to
wow. Now can you bro? The numbers are there.
What is numbers? What is numbers?
What do you mean? What is numbers? Numbers are numbers. Numbers. Now you don't know the numbers.
What time that you
who will lose argument at the time also? Let me see the mic.
Argument.
Argument.
Sanchez.
Yes. Wait. Make catch pull the numbers.
Who do you ever do to Onana?
Now supercomputer we are supercomputer to watch it.
Emi agro bi sati. Anope what who yes serious adwuma. Afi de obe wi a wo de adwuma ni dia.
Nabi, una America me say Chelsea is a better placed team to win than you. And I want to go for Man United. But I'm saying team no. There is nobody in that team that's a serious player.
Machekwai.
Iti Thomas no cast ni yanko.
Mention but utam so se ko.
At that time so you have you can me awa on fear you have very
Sanchez.
He's better than Onana.
Sanchez.
Yes. Rich, Mamika Semcho, make us say today. Yeah, Mamika Semcho, you can pull the data in the Premier League. We put a data coming from. Yes.
Who be Sanchez or Nadia?
Yeah,
and then you would not
because you compare 2 things. Yankase Sanchez is world class. Yeah, compare Sanchez and Onana. Shot stopping. Sanchez is even better than Edison Morales. Pull the data, and I will challenge you on any day. Open for data, Nebra. You be who data in your home.
No, didn't.
And then
Champions League final.
Yeah,
what are you saying?
Onana might tell us.
Yes, I'm not.
We intervene.
Yes, I'm not.
Don't be at the Club World Cup. Best goalkeeper. I was saying, Onana. A court Champions League final.
Me no grab you there. Medu Mike Besenko. Why you do come. Me kura me tie me bu abaso ai na ma ai ma prank e na de wo ye adwuma kama. Afa de wo be wi a de wo keka. A prank e. Ma prank papa bi. Na ye adwuma kama afa de ai no.
Nyamuye.
Kofi ye da grosa da.
Ya kasi your things e beti. Asem ko na make kasi ko ma kasi.
Asem papa be ya. Ko na minu wi ko uni asem papa bi aka bi kwasi asari o say